The Emerald Crest Hotel was a beacon of luxury, nestled in the heart of the city, known for its opulent decor, impeccable service, and clientele that included celebrities, diplomats, and business moguls. The staff took great pride in is maintaining the hotel's pristine reputation, none more than Anjali, the senior receptionist who had worked her way up with sharp ambition and strict standards. It was a cloudy Tuesday, with rain threatening to pour at any moment. The lobby, polished to perfection, echoed with the faint hum of piano music. Guests came and went, their luggage wheeled silently by bellboys dressed in crisp uniforms. At exactly 3:12 p.m., a man entered through the front doors, unnoticed at first. He was middle-aged, wearing a simple kurta pajama and worn sandals. His hair was slightly disheveled, and he carried an old leather satchel slung over his shoulder. He walked slowly, observing everything with quiet intensity, his eyes lingering on the chandeliers, the floral arrangement, even the staff at the concierge. Anjali glanced up from her screen, immediately stiffening. Another walk-in? She thought with irritation. She disliked dealing with guests who didn't fit the hotel's image. To her, appearances told the whole story. "A good afternoon," the man said softly, stepping up to the counter. "Yes?" Anjali replied, barely concealing her disinterest. She didn't smile. "I have a reservation," he said. "Name?" "Vantaraj Kapoor." She typed the name quickly, frowning when nothing came up. "There's no booking under that name." "I didn't book through your website," he said calmly, "but I was told everything was arranged." "And by whom exactly?" she asked, her tone sharpening. He paused. "An associate." Anjali sighed, folding her arms. Sir, we don't accommodate walk-ins without proper credentials or booking. Do you have an ID?" Raj nodded and slowly reached into his satchel, pulling out a small black wallet. It looked old, the edges frayed. He placed an ID card on the desk. Anjali barely glanced at it before pushing it back. "Sis doesn't tell me anything. You don't look like someone who can afford to stay here. Are you sure you're not lost?" Raj's face didn't change. "Is the manager available?" Anjali scoffed. "Mr. Mehta is very busy. You'll have to wait." Without another word, Raj stepped back and took a seat in the far corner of the lobby. He sat quietly, watching everything, the check-in process, the behavior of the staff, the way room service orders were handled. He took out a small notepad and began scribbling things down. Anjali noticed and whispered to a colleague, "What's he doing? Taking notes? Is he a critic? Or worse, some kind of inspector?" The other receptionist, nervous, said, "Should we inform Mr. Mehta?" No need," Anjali replied confidently. "He's probably just a blogger trying to get attention. I'll handle it." But her confidence wavered when a well-dressed foreign couple approached Raj and greeted him warmly. "Mr. Kapoor, what a surprise," the man said, shaking his hand. "And we met you at the Mumbai Investors Summit last year." Anjali's ears perked up. "Investors?" Raj returned the greeting politely, speaking in low tones. After they walked away, he resumed his quiet observations. Then things got stranger. Within the hour, a young staff member approached the reception and said, "There's a car outside." "Black BMW." The chauffeur asked for Mr. Raj Kapoor. Anjali froze. She hadn't called for any car. Why was a luxury car asking for him? Moments later, a tall man in a tailored suit entered the lobby, scanned the room, and walked straight to Raj. "Sir, my apologies for the delay. The executives will be joining you shortly." Anjali's stomach dropped. She picked up the phone and called Mr. Mehta's office. "Sir, I think something's wrong. There's a man here, Raj Kapoor. He doesn't have a reservation, but he's being approached by important guests. I think he might be some sort of very important person." There was a long pause. Then, Mehta's voice came, frantic. "What? Mr. Kapoor is there? Now?" "Yes, he's just... Don't move. Don't say another word to him. I'm coming down immediately." Minutes later, Mehta came rushing out of the elevator, straightening his jacket. He spotted Raj and nearly tripped over himself getting to him. "Mr. Kapoor," he exclaimed. "I'm so sorry we weren't here to greet you properly." Anjali turned white as a sheet. Raj stood up calmly. "It's all right. I wanted to come quietly, see things for myself." Mehta laughed nervously. "Of course, sir. Of course. Please allow me to escort you to the private suite." Before Raj followed him, he turned to Anjali. his expression unreadable. "Thank you for your reception earlier," he said dryly. Anjali stammered. "Sir, I didn't know." He held up a hand. "You didn't ask." There was an awkward silence. Other staff members had gathered, murmuring in surprise. Some already realized what Anjali hadn't. Raj Kapoor wasn't just a guest. He was the silent majority shareholder of Emerald Crest Hotels, the owner. As he disappeared into the elevator with the executives and the general manager trailing behind, Anjali stood frozen, mortified. Later that evening, a staff memo went out, effective immediately. All guests are to be treated with the same courtesy and respect, regardless of appearance or reservation method. No exceptions. Anjali's name wasn't mentioned, but everyone knew. Moral respect has nothing to do with appearances. In the world of hospitality, every guest could be more than they seem,